Introducing to the ring, first.
We are starting Big Geo. This is going to be something else. A match that's been months and months in the making. A match which has been on one person's mind more than someone else's. And that someone else is about to make his way to the ring right now. A former undisputed British heavyweight champion, the technical wizard, the NJPW World Television Champion, and the leader, the frontman, if you will, of TMDK.
We don't do things by halves here at Revolution Pro Wrestling. A match 9 months in the making. It all started at the Revolution Rumble, but this is a match that JJ Gale has been wanting ever since he first stepped foot into a Revolution Pro Wrestling training ring. And look at that, all confidence from the frontman of TMDK, and they have absolutely erupted here in the Crystal Palace National Sports Arena.
To the ring, he is the NJPW World Television Champion, the frontman of TMDK, Zack Sabre Jr.
And as you alluded to, Gio, this is a match which JJ Gale will have wanted since the day he stepped foot inside a professional wrestling ring. And it can't be underemphasized the influence and the impact that Zack Sabre Jr. has had in our great sport in this great country.
Absolutely, he's carried the flag of British wrestling everywhere he's gone around the world. USA, Japan, he's made a new home in Japan, but he's never forgotten his roots. And it isn't hyperbole to say that that man walking to the ring right now, JJ Gale, this is the biggest match of his career.
And it's going to be interesting as it's nights like this, you find out what you're made of. It's going to be sink or swim for that young man right there. And he's fired up and ready to go.
JJ Gale, he's always been a confident performer. We even saw it in his contender days.
He is the heart and soul of Revolution Pro, JJ Gale!
He's always been a confident performer. We even saw it when he was a member of the Contenders division. And the magnitude of this occasion is not lost on JJ Gale, but does he look nervous? No, this is a man who has been preparing. This is a man who is ready. This is a man who calls himself the heart and soul of Revolution Pro Wrestling. It's a big nickname to live up to, but my God, if JJ Gale hasn't been putting in the work to prove it. The biggest match of his career, seconds away as we wait for that bell to ring to officially kick off Uprising 2023.
Absolutely, and right now there's going to be all kinds of nervous energy from JJ Gale, wondering how Zack Sabre Jr. is going to start this contest, because Sabre Jr. is a real tactician. I think one thing to note as well is the fact that Zack Sabre Jr. is the current NJPW World Television Champion, so he's used to competing in matches with a 15-minute time limit. Does that mean that Zack Sabre Jr. is going to start fast in this contest?
One could argue that, or one could argue that without that 15-minute time constraint, he can really enjoy himself.
Well, absolutely.
Really toy with JJ Gale.
Used to call him a human torture device.
And there we go, Uprising 2023 officially underway, and we're kicking things off big-time styly. JJ Gale versus the reigning NJPW World TV Champion, Zack Sabre Jr. And as you alluded to, Zack Sabre Jr. immediately going low to the mat. And you can study 100 hours of tape of Zack Sabre Jr. and he'll still start the match in a way you've never seen before. JJ Gale has been doing his homework. He's been doing his tape study, and right there, he snatched the leg and floated over into the cover so quickly I blinked and I missed it.
Right now, JJ Gale's finding out, isn't he? He's got to take a deep breath. And the thing is, when you're in those sprawls in the early stages, it uses a lot of energy, doesn't it? And JJ Gale's already going to have exerted a lot of nervous energy on the way to the ring. You saw the way he leapt off the stage.
Absolutely. When the adrenaline starts pumping, you start breathing heavy, you start sweating, you have this nervous, frantic energy about you. And look at that, snatches the wrist. If you control the wrist, you can control where the rest of the body goes. But you can't stay in one hold for too long with Zack Sabre Jr. because not only does he know every counter, he'll also invent a couple on the fly as he goes, as he powers down JJ Gale. And we know Zack's a fan of that small joint manipulation as well. Expect to see a lot of that in this contest. And as you alluded to, Andy, he's used to those faster-paced contests where the NJPWL TV Championship is on the line. That's not the case here. JJ Gale ushering Ref Harv out the way so that he can use the ropes to his advantage. JJ Gale so adept at his ground game, that fantastic technical wrestling base. Of course, we know he likes to throw in that high-flying style as well. We've seen him hit that Gale force cutter on an opponent of any size. It can come out of nowhere. Look at that, using the crook of the elbow, but Zack Sabre Jr. had it scouted, and he fires the first big strike, slapping the taste out of the mouth of JJ Gale.
And JJ Gale's not going to respond well to that, is he? Because for JJ Gale, a lot of this is about respect. He feels Zack Sabre Jr. has been disrespecting him by not answering his challenge right away. Of course, opting to compete against Jordan Breaks first, and then putting the obstacle of Kosei Fujita in front of Gale.
Cyclone Rana from JJ Gale, and he follows it up with a beautiful drop kick.
How about that for a vertical leap? If JJ Gale's not done. Whoa! Wipes out Zack Sabre Jr. He got all of that.
Right over the top, much like the way he wiped out Kosei Fujita.
There was a real sense of control there, Gio, and I think that's so important in the early stages, especially when you come down with almost reckless disregard like Gale did right there.
Absolutely, as you alluded to, he can't get nervous, he can't let the adrenaline get to him. Forced down to the mat, and a very quick kick out, barely even one. Controlled chaos, just a 1 count, a kick to the spine. I'm not sure what he's trying to achieve there with Zack Sabre Jr. You saw that look on Sabre's face. Nice butterfly fly suplex. I like the transition there as he floated into the pin, just a 2 count. JJ Gale, he needs to stay on top of his man now. You can't give Zack even the smallest opening. Oh, he's looking for that backpack knee. Oh, is he? No, he's going to stretch him instead.
Trying to beat the submission master at his own game, and that's what happens. Zack Sabre Jr.'s got him caught deep, and JJ Gale may have just been saved by the ropes, but oh my God! The head and neck was not designed to bend in that kind of way, Gio.
It certainly wasn't. And we saw that JJ Gale's eyes were already starting to roll in the back of his head when, well, did he back into the ropes or did he fall into the ropes? That gory special countered into a choke by Zack Sabre Jr. And now look at this.
Straight to the ankle, going to work.
Straight into the surfboard.
Oh, and jumping down on the hamstrings.
My God. Some trash talk there from the front man of TMDK, and he follows it up with 2 horrible kicks in succession. Be careful what you wish for, JJ, because you just might get it.
And he did. Straight to the chest, and look, you saw there a great close-up on his face, and you saw a look of shock combined with pain. And the thing is, with Zack Sabre Jr., there's so many ways he can take a contest, isn't there? He can stand, he can strike. Oh, look at the speed of Gale. Vaulting over the top, trying to surprise Zack Sabre Jr. Great transition into a double boot stomp.
He rolled through and then he jumped up. I think JJ Gale's style may just be the perfect combination to undercut Zack Sabre Jr. He's got that technical base, but he's fast, and he can hit you out of
He
nowhere.
went for a kick. Gale evades it and connects a great spinning heel kick. Sabre Jr. trying to shake off the effects, swings, misses. Gale with a roaring elbow. And the difference between Sabre Jr. and Gale is Gale has been focusing and preparing for this contest for months. As you see him return with a sling blade, rebounding out of the corner, but just a 2 count. And what I think is also very interesting, we saw the look on Gale's face earlier, now the look on Zack Sabre Jr.'s face. Zack Sabre Jr. is so much calm, so much more calmer, controlled, even when he's on the back foot. Sign of experience from a former British heavyweight champion as Gale rolls through to his feet. Nice twisting European uppercut with a springboard for the assist, the hook of the leg. 2 count only. Gale perhaps needs to get a little bit deeper on that cover.
Yeah, absolutely. You can't cut any corners with Zack Sabre Jr. You can't leave any holes in your game.
Yeah, when we say it's a difference, it can be a matter of inches. When you're wrestling Zack Sabre Jr., it can be a matter of literally millimeters.
Now Gale, he rains down with a few of those forearms from a higher angle. Gale.
Oh, wow.
And
it's
all
not
it took was
often you
one.
see that, is it? Zack Sabre Jr. thought he could stand and strike with Gale all day long. He just took 3 or 4 to try and give one.
He got hit right on the sweet spot.
Oh, he got caught. He got caught. And that's what he was trying to do. He was trying to sucker him in, as now he's going to work. He's got the arm on Gale, and he's twisting back. Gale may be forced to submit here. And Gale, look, he tried to move into his man, which put more pressure on himself momentarily to try and find an escape. And fortunately for Gale, he finds a bottom rope, because moving into his man just allowed Zack Sabre Jr. to sink that hold in deeper, didn't it?
Yeah, he was seconds away from either tapping or from losing the arm completely.
And when you're at this young stage of your career, it's one thing when you're further on in your career and you're fighting for a championship and you're being stubborn. At this stage in your career, you've got to think about consequences, don't you?
Absolutely, you have to think of that longevity.
Oh, Gale, Godbuster, super kick combination!
Is it enough?
And in those moments there, Gale just demonstrated exactly why it was worth fighting, exactly why it was worth sustaining the extra punishment, because he believes he can beat Zack Sabre Jr. And is this going to be his night? Looking for that springboard. Oh no, he got caught. Zack Sabre Jr. has done his homework, Gio. He caught him in midair as he was looking for that twisting springboard cutter. And now look at Sabre.
Oh my God, he's got everything crossed. He's got the arms crossed, he's got the legs crossed. Gale needs to roll into it.
But both arms are trapped, Gio, and he needs to use his leg to try and reach the rope. And as he reaches it out, Zack Sabre Jr. sinks it deeper. He looks like a bendy man.
Oh, and
somehow.
With his last limb remaining.
Yeah, that was a game of hangman there, wasn't it? He was almost out of letters. But Gale, with that last remaining limb, as you put it, Gio, managed to find his way to that bottom rope and keep this contest alive.
And Gale, he's really showing the effects of this contest now. He can barely keep his eyes open. He can barely stand up.
Oh, wow.
That's about as thunderous a PK as I've ever heard.
And Gale caught the leg of Sabre. Sabre with a slap. Gale's out on his feet here, but still instinctively trying to hold on to the leg, but Zack Sabre Jr. is just playing right now. Oh, Gale from nowhere! Hooks him round. Great transition from Gale.
Such finesse!
Into the Falcon Arrow. That was close, Gio. He's getting closer, isn't he? He's getting closer. So close he can feel it.
The kickouts are getting later and later. Zack's getting a little bit more sluggish. And Gale, we know how comfortable he is on the ropes. He's going to the top, he's facing outwards. Moonsault!
Oh, connects with the knees. The unprotected knees of Zack Sabre Jr.
My God, and he ate it all, didn't he?
PK!
My God, absolutely echoing off the walls of the Crystal Palace National Sports Arena. My God, sounded like a whip cracking the Michinoku driver too. Oh, wait a minute, roll up, oh, 2.9.
How close was that?
It doesn't get much closer than that without the bell ringing. Wait a minute, gory special, knee.
It's the knee, my goodness!
Come on, JJ.
This is your moment. It's your time to make it count. He will have visualized this for months and months and months. 450 smash misses, transitions, rolls through, go for a wheelbarrow, catches him. It's oh no.
European special.
Oh, he got him.
And just like we said could happen, it can happen in just a matter of seconds.
He caught him, didn't he? And JJ Gale worked so hard at fighting and evading those submissions. Ultimately, all it came down to was a 1-2-3.
Just like we saw in Zack Sabre Jr.'s match against Jordan Breaks at your call. But you see there.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Was Zack Sabre Jr. impressed there, or?
I think it's Zack Sabre Jr.'s world. That's his way of showing at least acknowledgement.
Well, listen, I think as far as JJ Gale's concerned here, Gio, he's done himself proud. He just went toe-to-toe and hold for hold with one of the best in the world.
And he looked like he belonged every step of the way.
Yeah, absolutely he looked like he belonged. And there's no doubt in my mind, Gio, that JJ Gale's time will come. It's also going to be a lot about how he responds from this as well, isn't it? He put his heart and soul into this.
Absolutely. Every loss is a lesson. These fans have watched JJ Gale from match 1 all the way up until now. They are seeing the growth of a superstar, someone who will be part of the next wave of British wrestling, flying the flag.